Advanced ruling in specifically means that you are entering into some type of arrangement with the tax authority by which you will be in a position to determine your tax liability where you have an ambiguity by reading the bare provisions of the law. So advanced ruling will help you to determine a tax liability. Determine a tax liability. Now what is the impact of this? Now assuming you have a query on a particular rate to be applied, are you eligible for exemption or are you not eligible for an exemption? You have a doubt. But if you ask any external professional, he will give some advices to you. But such advices are not binding on any taxpayer. Whereas the concept of advanced ruling is introduced so as to bind the taxpayer as well as the tax authority who is pronouncing the ruling. Now, who are the persons actually involved in this? The taxpayer as well as the department. Only the two players. So the binding concept will be applicable only to the parties who wishes to know something and party who pronounces the order. Who is the person who wishes to know? The taxpayer. Who is the person who pronounces the order? The tax authority. So in simple terms, advanced ruling helps you to bring certainty in determining certainty. Why certainty is? It is a binding on whom? The applicant as well as the government authority. Now as a common man, anyone can ask a basic question. What are all the situations in which I can apply for an advanced ruling? At a broad level, the advanced ruling can be applied for a transaction proposed or a transaction undertaken. That is the past. Already a transaction is taken place even today, including today, and future proposed. But when you look into the pre-GST period, advanced ruling was available only for a proposed transaction, whereas under GST era, it covers both undertaken and proposed to be undertaken. Meaning so, you can clarify your doubts for the past periods as well as by discussing with the authority and getting an relevant advance ruling, you will be able to plan for the future also. What is for the past? Once you get an order and you get a favorable ruling that is confirming your tax position, then whatever suitable changes which we have to make in the return or any additional tax liability to be made, it is always suggestible to make suo motu, because advance ruling is passed on a particular date, but the particular issue or the ruling which you obtained is not applicable prospectively. The department clarifies a tax position, either clarifies positively or negatively. Please bear in mind, it is only a clarification, is similar to circular, but circular is for general, whereas advance ruling is passed towards a taxpayer which is binding, clarifying the specific tax issue. So it should always be kept in mind, for what matter I am going for an advance ruling has to be set right if there is any fault. Assuming you have done a procedure wrongly and you voluntarily applied before the tax authority for advance ruling, and unfortunately it came against you. The department has every right to initiate any proceedings for non-compliance. How it is non-compliance? Because you itself accepted that you didn't do it. That is the reason you went for advance ruling. Now one more point to be noted is, advance ruling is a voluntary mechanism. It is not mandated. If you feel, you ask it. If you don't feel, is keep silent. As a tax professional or as a being an employee of a company, you should take a judicious call of whether to apply for advance ruling or not, because you are opening your own Pandora box. If something comes favorable, your issue is solved. If something does not come favorable, There starts the problem. An issue which was not known to the tax authorities earlier as relevant to in your case, you are opening a box to the department to open up the case. So advance ruling is voluntary, is not mandated. But once a ruling is passed in your name, it is binding on you as well as the government authority. If anything goes wrong, the government authority has the power to initiate any proceeding against you for non-compliance. So advance ruling per se is a very good idea under any law to obtain a ruling determining the tax liability, but only in case of favorable. You can withdraw an advance ruling, but once it is pronounced, you can't just like that ignore the advance ruling. Please understand, you can't ignore the ruling because it is binding on you. The main purpose, another main advantage or purpose of advance ruling is the future litigations can be made zero on the particular issue unless otherwise there is a change in the law, because advance ruling is passed based upon the facts of the case and the judicial precedents and the law as on date of the order. I repeat, facts, judicial precedents if any, or the law as on date of order. If something changes at a future date, you are supposed to follow the amendments. You can't say that I have obtained a ruling, I will follow the ruling. The answer is completely no, because the ruling is binding only to the extent of facts as well as the law prevalent as on the date of passing the advance ruling. Assuming there is no change in the law, then any future litigations arising on account of the same fact and same issue, that is a legal issue covered in the advance ruling, cannot be initiated because already a tax authority has confirmed that your tax position is correct. They can't deviate. Once again, I repeat the word binding on the applicant as well as the government authority. So the exception is only when there is a change in law. And the advance ruling mechanism is very transparent. Any person can apply provided you are a registered person or a person liable to get registered. I repeat, a person registered or a person liable to get registered, he can apply for advance ruling in an inexpensive manner as well as a transparent way. Why it is transparent? Any ruling which is passed by the advance ruling authority, we call to be AAR, Authority for Advance Ruling. AAR, Authority for Advance Ruling. There is an appellate forum called Appellate Authority for Advance Ruling, AAR. So an authority for advance ruling pronounces the order, that is pronounces the ruling. Once a ruling is passed, it is available in the public domain. Any person who want to draw inference, please underline inference, based upon the judicial, it is not as a, technically it cannot be called as a judicial fact because it is not a judicial precedent. Precedent means yes, some person can follow, but ruling you cannot follow other than the applicant. Assuming I applied for advance ruling, another person wishes to know whether his case and situations are equal. Now he cross verifies the ruling passed and he makes a business decision. But in the person who makes the business decision is completely up to him, because the ruling is not binding on him, it is not applicable, and the advance ruling is applicable only to the taxpayer who has applied. Only to the taxpayer who has applied. It is not applicable for anyone. But if you look at the industry practice, the moment any advance ruling comes, they get frightened if that particular issue is not satisfactory to the expectation of the industry. The reason is potentially it creates a box for the department to initiate any proceedings on the same nature of transaction irrespective of taxpayer. They will not quote the advance ruling and initiate the proceeding, whereas the underlying issue about the industry is made open to the tax authority as a person makes an application. That's why it becomes transparent to the core. The industry, there is other taxpayer who can just read and understand what is the facts and or whether my situations equally fall with it, then he has to take decision on his own. The tax implications of it. The tax implications of it, he takes decision on his own, not binding at all. Why it is transparent? It is available in the public domain as well as in the